All right, folks, welcome to a special edition of the Fly Racing GNCC post-race show here on digitaloffroad.com. I'm Jason Hooper, going to give you a really quick breakdown since we've got so much stuff going on this weekend. We had bike racing today on Friday. Yes, the first time in history that we've had a GNCC on a Friday. We have ATV racing again tomorrow, bike racing again on Sunday. It's a crazy weekend, crazy day today, and the big theme of the day is there's a reason they run the races. You know, nothing's can be taken for granted. We thought that Charlie Mullins had the championship more than wrapped up, that he was going to claim it today. All he had to do was go out there and just finish, and he put in a heck of a race, was way out front after Josh Strang and Paul Whibley come together in the first turn of the race, continuing Josh's streak of bad luck. They hit, Whibley's shifter gets bent, Strang scrapes his arm up, Charlie goes into checkout mode. Checkout Charlie is freaking dominating the race, riding as well as we've ever seen him ride. With 2 laps to go, his bike seizes up. Something happened with the cams. We didn't really know what was going on at first. They just knew he couldn't get it to start. Ended up not being able to get it to start. Had to get towed back in. So Charlie ends up 14th for the day, and the points chase is absolutely crazy. But while he was dropped out, we ended up having one of the better races of the day, like kind of unfold. We had Whibley, Strang, Buttrick, and Caleb Russell, who came from not such a good start to the race, all dicing, all battling back and forth. And Whibley ended up putting the hammer down on the last lap and stretching out the lead a little bit, because with the white flag came out, he was only about 10 seconds ahead of Strang. Buttrick was able to get around Strang as well. Buttrick, after having some pretty bad luck, the last few races, he was running really good at Ironman, had some problems, and Corey held on strong, on a very fast track, ended up holding on to second, Strang holding on to third, Caleb into fourth, and now the points are all mixed up. I think Charlie has about a 17-point lead, and it's going to be tight. It's going to be crazy. It just shows anything can happen. We thought the championship was probably going to be over, and it wasn't. And now he's pretty bummed, but I think he's ready to go out. He was riding really, really well today, and it looked like it would have been his race to win and his championship to win. I'm sure that's how he wanted to win the championship, was to go out on top like that, not to have this malfunction, and then they're going to have to, I don't know what he's going to do on Sunday, if he's going to go for the win again or not. We're going to have to wait and see. And, the other reason they run the races in the XC2 class, we show up on the starting line, and there's no Stuart Baylor. We're about 5 minutes before the race starts, no Stuart Baylor. Word is that he's having a problem with his bike. They can't get it started. The national anthem comes. Here comes Baylor ripping down the side to get into the start. He gets to the line on a borrowed bike from Alan Gravett. His mom realizes he hasn't gone through tech to make sure that he's doing everything properly, not going to leave anything to chance. He goes back through tech, gets back to the line with less than 2 minutes to spare for the start of his race, ends up, after a slow start, second on the day on a borrowed bike, and wins the championship. So just shows anything can happen here in GNCC racing. Big shout out to Jordan Ashburn for taking the win. He was actually running second overall for a lot of the race, way up front. We had the French guy, whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce because I will butcher it, that was riding for the Obermeyer team, pulled the whole shot, was leading part of that race, and he did all right. And Andrew DeLong, again, another podium, second race on the Husky, so that was some good stuff in the XC2 Pro Lights class. That's pretty much it. It's getting dark. It's getting cold. A lot happened. It's crazy, but we still have a championship battle in the XC1 Pro class. That's the big story of the day, and Stuart Baylor wrapping up the championship in XC2. So that's it. We'll be back Sunday evening or Monday morning, depending on how things get, how crazy they get with the partying. Whoever wins the championship is going to be wild, maybe. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see you guys on Sunday or Monday. Take it easy.